Well, double top was a no-fly zone for Adrian Lewis today, but happily tens did him proud. 9-5 past Denis Ovens. Let's hear from Jackpot with Janie.
Well, Adrian, that was a very scrappy game. I mean, Denis took the first leg straight off you. He kept the pressure on, and you were having major troubles hitting the double top. What was going on?
I mean, normally it was my favourite double top. I kept pulling it a bit short, but thank God double 10 and double 5 come to my rescue at the end. I'm going to have to work on that, obviously, if I'm playing Denis or Barney in the next round. But I'm sure I'll buck up, like.
You are going to have to raise your game in the next round, and I know you didn't get much sleep last night. Was that a factor, do you think?
I don't know. I probably had about 3 or 4 hours sleep last night, so maybe it was. I think it was just a bit of delayed shock. Obviously, with a cut in my hand and that, I couldn't sleep last night. I felt a bit tired today, but I'll get that right for tomorrow. I mean, I am worried. I've played Barney or Denis. I mean, I know I've got the game beaten. I'm looking forward to it.
You did have the opportunity to check out on the bullseye, which would have been a 167 check out and potentially an extra $2,000 in your pocket, but you were showing Denis a little bit of respect there.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't on a finish. I was on 161. I went at the treble 20, at the treble 17, and I looked at his score and I saw he was on 2 for 13. Hit 10, left double top, which I won the leg, and that put me an extra leg in front. I mean, if he hit 25 and hit a 177, I was under the cosh then. So that's why I did that. I mean, I'd rather win the match than just in a $2,000, you know. So
are you going to stay here and watch Denis and Raymond tonight?
No, I'm going to go get some dinner, have an early night and get myself ready for tomorrow.
Okay, thanks very much.
Nice one, thank you, cheers.
Very sensible too. Let's check the match stats before we speak to Steve. Actually fairly similar averages overall. Obviously both struggled dramatically with doubles. Adrian in particular, double top just couldn't get it done. Normally a favourite. None out of 7 at double top. Double 10 got him out of jail a few times. 24%, he will not be happy with that in terms of checkout success rate, and whether it's Priestley or Van Barneveld in the quarter-final, he'll certainly need to up his game after, as he says, a decent kip. Steve Beaton on the balcony with me. It was kind of scrappy and scratchy. That Denis often finds these second rounds a problem, and Adrian just wasn't in top form.
The other night he was checking out well. He had that 160 checkout, and he wasn't doing that tonight. And I think about 3-2 when it changed around, just before the break there.
Well, let's have a look at that, because it's Denis who had the darts there, so it's a key leg. That's right. And he breaks, and Denis has got a chance of a checkout, I think at 1-2-1, which he nearly gets.
Yeah, he really needed this one.
Yeah, it's a bull, isn't it, to get it done.
He could have walked off stage, had a little relax there, 3-2 up.
Yeah. It was double 14 actually to get it done, but Adrian steps up. I think he needs 86. Treble 18 sets him up nicely. And he found the 16s.
Yeah, last start.
A little better than the 20s. Yeah, so he needs to wrap his hands in cotton wool and get his head on the pillow.
I was talking to Adrian this morning. He's fine with his hand, really. He's a bit pain and that lot, but he would come down in the taxi. He said he's fine.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to talk it into a problem, I guess. So in his mind, he wants to try and put it to one side.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, luckily it wasn't his right hand. If it had been his right hand,
yeah, game over.
Oh, big trouble. Yeah. So lucky boy, really.
Yeah, and a word on Denis Ovens, who, as they said in commentary, it's a perennial struggle for him to get past a certain point on the telly. He does awfully good on the floor, but the stage.
He's always struggled with the major tournaments on the stage. I think that's only about the second or third time he's got past the first round, and just proves it again today. He wasn't on his mettle today. Yeah. Wasn't the same bloke as the other night.
And we mentioned you've got to fly off to Ireland later to take part in a tournament in Killarney. Jelle Klassen and Robert Thornton, who we'll see next, could both overtake you with good performances here in the rankings for the World Championship.
I've got a bit of an interest in those two games. I mean, Jelle's later on tonight. I'm going to obviously do Robert Thornton's game now, but if Robert got to the final, he's going to move up above me. Yeah. And if Jelle...
We'll cheer him on, don't worry about that. But we'll text you. We'll keep you in touch from Ireland as to how bad things are.
Thank you, Rory.
Thank you very much as always, Steve. Right, let's check on how things stand on day 3. Round 2, wins so far, 9-5 on each occasion for the Rocket Ronnie Baxter over Carlos Rodriguez, who didn't really get going today, nor Denis Ovens again. Second round, Denis, as Stuart Pike rightly said, Adrian through 9-5 as well. Next, we're going to see the Austrian, Serb-born Mensur Suljovic up against the Scot Robert Thornton, who's in fantastic form and threatening to overtake Mr. Beaton in the PDC rankings, which will hurt. Robert's been having a chat with Janie.
Well, Robert, you beat John Part 5-3. He's the current world champion and a seeded player, and it was the first time you'd ever played against him. What's that done to your level of confidence?
That's boosted my confidence, but John's a cracking player, he already proves it, so the result was good for me.
And talk about what it's like performing in this particular venue. You've already said to me off camera that you've quite enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, the stage is brilliant. There's a nice throwing stage, same as the back here. But yeah, it's nice.
You've been seen as a bit of an underdog up to this point. Is that an advantage for you?
Yeah, it does. It suits me fine. I like being the underdog.
Because there's less pressure?
Yeah, there's more pressure on the players I'm playing.
And I've got to ask you as well, you're apparently the world's best granddad.
Yeah, it's my granddaughter, Katie Ann. She bought me a little teddy, so I've got to take it on the stage with me any time I qualify.
So we'll see it up there on the hockey with you.
You certainly will. My little teddy bear.
Okay, best of luck.
Right, cheers.
Look forward to seeing Robert and his little teddy on stage shortly. He's up against the leaning Mensur Suljovic, the Serb-born Austrian who has a slightly strange throwing style. We'll see it shortly. Thornton against Suljovic is next.